welcome to a reading vlog. Truly so excited because I have not filmed a reading vlog in a very long time. I have had such a crazy busy last couple of weeks. I have just been bombarded left and right with just work and just so many other things. So I figured I could just like take the next couple days, unwind and read. My hope is to read a few different books this week and just kind of just relax and slow down. I really wanted to do summer beachy books for this vlog. Once I'm done with this book, I want to just look for some books that kind of like match the mood that we're in. Very summery, beachy. I'm not a summer girl, but I do like to mood read. The series I'm currently reading is the Eden series. The first book is Indigo Ridge, and there's 6 books. I'm currently on the last one, which is Crimson River. Also, I want to let you know that I will not be giving out any spoilers of any books in this video. The best way I can describe this series, it's basically like a modern day Bridgerton, but on a small town in Montana. I was pleasantly surprised by this book. At the beginning of this year, I started reading just straight thriller books. I have read straight thriller books besides this series. I was trying to find kind of like thriller with a side plot of romance, and I kind of wanted to keep the thriller aspect going. And I saw somebody recommend Indigo Ridge on TikTok, and the way they described it was that it was a thriller book with a side plot of romance, but I think it's actually the other way around. It's more focused on the romance with a little bit of thriller, and that's also how the 5th book is. Well, in my mind, I thought that it was gonna be like a thriller series. I was completely mistaken because it's not. The books after it are straight romance except for the 5th book that had more of a thriller aspect in it. Not even like really a thriller, just like very mysterious, like what happened, like this big thing happened and you're just like trying to figure out what it was, you know? I was a little disappointed reading the 2nd and 3rd book. So I was like, I just didn't want to read romance. I did not want to read romance. Actually pleasantly surprised by this. And now I'm on the 6th book and I just don't want it to end. So we're just gonna finish this series today. I think I can knock this book out either today. I think the next book I want to read is Somewhere in the City. I might go on Instagram and like do like a little poll and see what you recommend me to read next or what you kind of pick. But I'm just gonna take the day off and just read this book. I'm thinking of ordering some breakfast. I think I might get an acai bowl. I really wanted to go out and get a coffee, but I am gonna force myself to make a coffee here at home. It is a lot later. It is currently 6:15 p.m. 67% of the way through of the book. I have about 120 pages to go, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good today. I really wanted to prioritize reading, minus the exception of a couple emails that I had to answer and an invoice that I had to make, but I am loving this book. The last book does follow like the youngest sibling. My worry was that they were gonna be like too young. Hopefully it's written so well that it doesn't feel like this like young like romance, if that makes sense. It is so good, and I can find myself wanting to read more romances, and I feel like it's so perfect for like summer too. Matthew actually got out of work early today, so he'll be home and just literally like, he just called me that he's already on his way. Fortunately, I think I will have to pause my reading because when he gets home I like want to spend time with him and have dinner and things like that. But I will for sure be picking this back up tonight, and I'm pretty positive that I can finish it today. Hello, it is the next day. It is currently now almost 4 o'clock. I've had quite the day already, but I just came inside from Half Price Books because I was trying to buy some of the books that I have read from my Kindle that I want the physical copy for like my bookshelf and like my collection. They didn't have any of the books on my list, and they didn't even have any books that I was like considering reading for like a new summer read. So I think I might go to a different local bookstore called Nowhere Bookshop. I really like that bookstore, and I don't know, I was wanting like a thriller book, but I just really want a good summer read, and I feel like holding a book. So I'm gonna try one more store. If not, I'm just gonna have to resort to reading something from my Kindle. I'd like to get a book or two, so let's try to go to another bookstore. Made it back home. I ended up getting a book at Nowhere Bookshop. I also love how they stamp the books for you. So yeah, that's really cool. But I ended up getting Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I really wanted to get One Golden Summer, but I looked it up because I wasn't sure if these were like connected books. You can definitely read it like on its own, but it's recommended to read it kind of like in a series or like in a row. So I'm gonna read this one first and then read One Golden Summer. I was trying really hard to find like a standalone book because it's really weird. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I guess like I do love reading a series. I loved reading it because I just love being able to like still hear about the character. There's something about like a pressure of a series. It's a lot of pressure to commit to a series, and I almost was not gonna pick this book up because I didn't want to have to read like a second book, but I figured let me just give it a try because I ended up really loving like the Eden series. I do also have an Abby Jimenez book. I cannot remember the name of the book, but I had bought it to read. Oh, Just for the Summer, that's what it's called. It's Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I bought it last year and I never read it because a friend of mine had said that it's like recommended to read like the other 2 books first before you read that one. So I just never read it because I just didn't want to commit to like a series. I might end up reading those books after I read these. So we'll see, but I'm excited. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today because it's already 5 o'clock. I feel like I will definitely be flip-flopping between my book and my Kindle because I'm probably going to read majority tonight, and I just love to have my Kindle because it's like you can change the settings and like the light settings. So, anywho, I'm going to go inside because I want to like take advantage of this rain. It is the perfect reading weather. It was so sunny and bright today, and then the rain just came and I'm just loving it. Like I love the rain. Like give me rainy, stormy days. Sunshine, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just want rain and gloom and doom. That is my jam. That is my heart and soul. So I'm gonna take advantage of this and go inside and read. The craziest thing just happened right now. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I did get a coffee. I went and got pressed coffee. It's so good every single time. Oh my gosh. So made my way back home and I got into the parking garage with no problems, and I was walking to inside the building and I put my key fob on the thing and it just like wasn't registering, and I was like hello, what's happening? Our apartment building is like really confusing. It's like really easy. I'm actually gonna set you down because I'm gonna just yap for a minute. I kind of like this angle. Ooh. Resting on top of my paper towel holder, but it can be really confusing to try to get to my building or like to get into my apartment. Like it is a literal like maze in here. So I went to the elevator to get to like the other side of the building, but I was like, why is it not working? And I was already outside. And then I see this guy come in and I was like, oh, like, are you able to like, get in? Because he was like a man on a mission, and he's like, no, the power just went out. And I was like, oh shoot. Thank God nothing happened when I was inside the elevator because I took the elevator down. Can you imagine if I was like in the elevator and it stopped working or the power went out? I would have lost my marbles. So we ended up having to like walk all the way around the building to get to the front like leasing office, and there was already so many people like over there, and they were just saying that like the power's out and they're just like trying their best to like figure out what's going on, but they didn't realize it was like the whole building. They thought it was just like the front part. So I ended up just walking all the way through to my apartment, and oh my gosh, it was like pitch black. Like, it was so scary. I don't know, I got the creeps because like the hallways are always like super well lit, so it's like never dark like in the hallways. It was so weird and creepy, so I'm just glad I made it inside. I was like, where is my apartment? All I have to say, I've had a crazy morning. But so the power is out now and I don't know when it's gonna come back on. So like nothing's working. The fan doesn't work, like nothing is working. It's currently 83 degrees. It's not that hot at all. Like actually the weather in San Antonio has been so weird. We haven't really hit triple digit days. This is like the least hot summer that I've experienced in a while, which has been great, but hopefully the power will come on before I just dive into reading. I'm currently reading Every Summer After by Carly Fortune and I love it. It is so different than like any book I've read. Like you can literally picture yourself like in it. Like I don't know, the way it's written, it's just done so well where it's so descriptive. Like I'm really enjoying it. I'm on chapter 8 or 9. The chapters are really long. So yeah, I'm gonna just cool down for a bit and then we'll get into reading. A bit later, I did order some lunch. I have had just quite a day. Power did come back on, thank goodness. It didn't get like too hot at all in here. It stayed relatively cool, which was nice, thank God. I had to stop you because I opened my food and everything is just like completely like, I don't know. I'm so hungry. I've had such a day like with the power going out and everything. And I'm just like kind of just like had like a headache all day. Not a migraine, just, you know, a really annoying headache all day. This food is like just comfort food that I needed, but I wanted to give you a small update. I tried taking a little bit of a nap, but it didn't quite happen. I'm not really tired, but the chapters are making me tired, if that makes sense. Like they're just so long. Like for example, I switched over to my Kindle because it just was easier to hold laying down. I am on chapter 10 and there's 41 minutes in this chapter to read. Like normally like a book that I've read like on the Kindle, like the most I've seen is like 21 minutes or like 18 minutes, but like 40 minutes to read, that's a lot. I love the storytelling of this book and I get why the chapters are so long because like I said earlier, like you really feel like you're in the town. Like, it's written so well, but the chapters being so long are like making me so tired. Like I cannot keep my eyes open, but I'm not sleepy. You know, I don't know if anyone else has ever had that issue, but the book is still really good. I'm really enjoying it. I am somebody who also doesn't like a teenage romance like trope. Basically each chapter goes from present to past and I don't really care for reading like a teenage love, you know, but I do like this. It's different. Like I read The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden and that one kind of did have like a present and past thing too, and I just really didn't care for that one. I did like the book, but this book reminds me a lot of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Reminds me a lot of it, and there's like obviously like this big thing that happens in the book and I'm just hoping it's not what I think it is because I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna continue eating and reading. I literally have my little Kindle on this stand here so that way I can eat and like read because I am like so invested. I need to know what's gonna happen. I just finished Every Summer After by Carly Fortune and I have mixed thoughts on it. Like I really thought I was gonna love this book more than I thought, but I fear it just didn't really do it for me. I will say the storytelling of this was so good. Storyline just wasn't my favorite. There's a couple tropes in here that I just don't particularly like. And when you find out like that one huge thing that happens, like I'm just like, what? and then like what happens after is just like so unrealistic to me. I give this 3 out of 5 stars. I really wanted this to be a 5-star read, but other thing that was like funny to me is like I was able to like put myself back in that time and just see how I was at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and like how I treated my like high school boyfriends, how I treated my friends that I no longer speak to, and just kind of like put me back in that position. I'm like, man, like I was really stupid. But anywho, I just thought that was funny. But I just wanted to like this book a lot more than I did. I don't like hate it. I enjoyed reading it, but I just thought it was gonna be better. But that's the great thing about reading. You can read the same book as somebody else and you're gonna have different thoughts and opinions on it. I think that's just like the really beautiful, like amazing thing about immersing yourself into a story, and then you get your own feelings and your own thoughts and your own opinions on things. But it is currently now 8:35. It's also raining right now too. It's been like really gloomy the last few days, but Matthew went to grab a pizza for us for dinner. He just got off of work. He got off of work a while ago, and I'm either going to decide on reading One Golden Summer After like tonight, or I might start it tomorrow. I don't know what I want to do because I really wanted to read that book first, but everybody was recommending to start with this one first, and I just don't want to be like let down. It is the next day. It is currently Sunday, and I just went and got myself a little coffee because we're gonna have ourselves a full-on reading day. I feel like I haven't really been able to read a whole lot the past couple of days because Matthew's been off and we've just been doing like other things and like 4th of July and everything. I haven't been able to really read a whole lot since I read my last book, which was Every Summer After. I will say since the last time I think I actually talked to you, I have decided to drop a star from my rating. Instead of a 3 out of 5, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. One of the great things I love about telling Matthew about my books and my different reads is I love getting his opinions because he was like so spot on. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I just have decided to change my rating. If you have read it and you have like similar thoughts as far as like not really loving the book, let me know, or like message me on Instagram or something. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny. But like I said the last time I talked to you, is like that's the great thing about reading. Everybody can form different thoughts and opinions. Somebody can love a book, somebody can hate a book, so that's like the beauty of it. But I meant to vlog earlier when I went and got a coffee. I went to the Honey Bean. It is so good. I just went there for the first time like 2 weeks ago. Absolutely delicious. I kept seeing it on my social media and I just like for whatever reason just haven't gone, and I finally went. Pleasantly surprised. I got the Cowboy Sweetheart caramel, white chocolate, and the sweet foam. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This time I got the 20 ounce. It has an extra shot of espresso, so it's like not as sweet, but it's still delicious. I'm obsessed with this. It's so good. I don't think I ended up telling you my next read, but I am gonna read The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. It's my first ever Riley Sager book, and I'm super excited. The female character in this book is Emma, and it's basically kind of like Every Summer After, where it goes like present and then 15 years back. Basically she attended an all-girls camp like 15 years prior, and 3 of the girls that were in like her like little camp, like her little bunk room, what are they called, cabins? 3 of the girls went missing and they were never found. They just like vanished, and it's like 15 years later basically gets asked to come back to the camp and like be like a camp counselor, and she was like really hesitant to go, but then she ultimately decides to go to like figure out what happened to these 3 missing girls. But I am super interested in reading this. I feel like with all of the romance novels I've read lately, especially starting with the Eden series and then reading Every Summer After, I just like needed a break from romance. I needed a thriller. I just needed a good thriller, and this was all over BookTok, which I don't know if I should have listened to, because Every Summer After was highly recommended all over BookTok and I was severely let down. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm able to form my own opinions about the book too. Yeah, I'm excited to read it. I'm just gonna have a chill day at home. It's again super gloomy out today. I was supposed to get coffee with my cousin of mine, but we ended up canceling just because of the weather. I am comfy and cozy. Matthew, my husband, is working today, so I just have a full day to myself to just read and just relax.